What is auto insurance? Understand your car insurance and what it covers. Basic personal auto insurance is mandated by most states and provides you with some financial protection in case of an accident. But is it enough? What are the options? Learn how car insurance works and what types of coverage are available. Auto insurance is a contract between you and the insurance company that protects you against financial loss in the event of an accident or theft. In exchange for your paying a premium, the insurance company agrees to pay your losses as outlined in your policy. Auto insurance provides coverage for property, such as damage to or theft of your car. Liability, your legal responsibility to others for bodily injury or property damage. Medical, the cost of treating injuries, rehabilitation and sometimes lost wages and funeral expenses. Basic personal auto insurance is mandated by most U.S. states and laws vary. Auto insurance coverages are priced individually, a la carte to let you customize coverage amounts to suit your exact needs and budget. Policies are generally issued for 6-month or 1-year timeframes and are renewable. The insurance company sends a notice when it's time to renew the policy and pay your premium. Who is covered by my auto insurance and under what circumstances? Your auto policy will cover you and other family members on your policy, whether driving your car or someone else's car with their permission. Your policy also provides coverage if someone who is not on your policy is driving your car with your consent. Your personal auto policy only covers personal driving, whether you're commuting to work, running errands, or taking a trip. It will not provide coverage if you use your car for commercial purposes, for instance, if you deliver pizzas. Personal auto insurance will also not provide coverage if you use your car to provide transportation to others through a ride-sharing service such as Uber or Lyft. Some auto insurers, however, are now offering supplemental insurance products at additional cost that extend coverage for vehicle owners providing ride-sharing services. Is auto insurance coverage mandatory? Auto insurance requirements vary from state to state. If you're financing a car, your lender may also have its own requirements. Nearly every state requires car owners to carry bodily injury liability, which covers costs associated with injuries or death that you or another driver causes while driving your car. Property damage liability, which reimburses others for damage that you or another driver operating your car causes to another vehicle or other property, such as a fence, building or utility pole. Is auto insurance coverage mandatory? In addition, many states require that you carry medical payments or personal injury protection, PIP, which provides reimbursement for medical expenses for injuries to you or your passengers. It will also cover lost wages and other related expenses. Uninsured motorist coverage reimburses you when an accident is caused by a driver who does not have auto insurance or in the case of a hit and run. You can also purchase underinsured motorist coverage, which will cover costs when another driver lacks adequate coverage to pay the costs of a serious accident. Even if PIP and uninsured motorist coverage are optional in your state, consider adding them to your policy for greater financial protection. What other types of auto insurance coverage are typical? While most basic, legally mandated auto insurance covers the damage your car causes, it does not cover damage to your own car. To cover your own car, you should consider these optional coverages. Collision reimburses you for damage to your car that occurs as a result of a collision with another vehicle or other object, e.g., a tree or guardrail when you're at fault. While collision coverage will not reimburse you for mechanical failure or normal wear and tear on your car, it will cover damage from potholes or from rolling your car. Comprehensive provides coverage against theft and damage caused by an incident other than a collision, such as fire, flood, vandalism, hail, falling rocks or trees and other hazards, even getting hit by an asteroid. Glass coverage provides coverage from windshield damage, which is common. Some auto policies include no deductible glass coverage, which also includes side windows, rear windows. What is gap insurance and do I need it? Collision and comprehensive only cover the market value of your car, not what you paid for it, and new cars depreciate quickly. If your car is totaled or stolen, there may be a gap between what you owe on the vehicle and your insurance coverage. To cover this, you may want to look into purchasing gap insurance to pay the difference. Note that for leased vehicles, gap coverage is usually rolled into your lease payments. What is gap insurance and do I need it? Collision and comprehensive only cover the market value of your car, not what you paid for it, and new cars depreciate quickly. If your car is totaled or stolen, there may be a gap between what you owe on the vehicle and your insurance coverage. To cover this, you may want to look into purchasing gap insurance to pay the difference. Note that for leased vehicles, gap coverage is usually rolled into your lease payments. Finding cheap car insurance coverage. While there are many factors that affect the price of your car insurance policy, there are a few things you can do to ensure you are getting the cheapest car insurance. Comparing auto insurance companies. Compare car insurance quotes. When you're determining how to get cheap car insurance, you should get auto insurance quotes from a number of providers and compare your quotes to ensure you're paying the best price for coverage. Look for discounts. Your car insurance costs can be drastically reduced when you are eligible for multiple discounts, which vary by state and insurance provider. Common offerings are good student discounts, defensive driving discounts, safe driving discounts, and savings for cars with safety features. Don't forget about local and regional companies. While big car insurance companies promise you low rates, you can often still find cheaper car insurance prices when you choose a local or regional provider. Choosing insurance coverage. Adjust your coverage limits. You can reduce your monthly premium by changing the coverage you have and getting rid of coverage you may not need. You may be tempted to add optional coverage, but sticking to liability auto insurance can greatly lower your rates. Look into usage-based car insurance. Another option for how to get cheaper car insurance is to consider trying a usage-based discount. If you drive fewer miles than the carrier's limit, you can get a deduction for your insurance rate. This can be beneficial if you drive fewer than 10,000 miles per year. Consider a higher deductible, like adjusting your coverage amounts. Changing your car insurance deductible can impact your monthly insurance premiums and help you save money. If you increase your out-of-pocket deductible from $500 to $1,000, you can see a lower monthly payment. How much car insurance do you need? In nearly every state, except for Virginia and New Hampshire, you are required to carry, at minimum, the following types of car insurance coverage. Property damage, PD liability coverage. This pays for damages to other vehicles and property after an accident you cause. PD coverage does not pay for damages to your vehicle. Personal injury, PI liability coverage. This pays for medical expenses for injured persons after an accident you cause. PI coverage does not pay for the cost of your medical expenses. Each state sets its own laws and limits. In some states, you may also be required to have uninsured/underinsured motorist coverage. This pays for damages to your vehicle and medical expenses after an accident with an uninsured or underinsured driver. Personal injury protection, PIP. This pays for your medical expenses and other costs related to personal injury after an accident, such as lost wages. Each state sets its own laws and limits. In some states, you may also be required to have uninsured/underinsured motorist coverage. This pays for damages to your vehicle and medical expenses after an accident with an uninsured or underinsured driver. Personal injury protection, PIP. This pays for your medical expenses and other costs related to personal injury after an accident, such as lost wages. Medical payments coverage. This is a less comprehensive version of PIP that pays for medical expenses if you are injured in an accident. Final thoughts on the best car insurance. Although one provider might stand out to you now, we encourage you to get auto insurance quotes from several companies so you can find the best auto insurance for you. The only way to know how much you will pay for car insurance is to get a quote. This is because pricing varies depending on your location, vehicle, and more. Methodology. In an effort to provide accurate and unbiased information to consumers, our expert review team collects data from dozens of auto insurance providers to formulate rankings of the best insurers. Companies receive a score in each of the following categories, as well as an overall weighted score out of 5.0 stars. Industry standing. Insurers with strong financial ratings and customer-first business practices receive the highest scores in this category. Availability. We consider availability by state as well as exclusions for specific groups of drivers. Coverage. This rating is based on types of coverage available, maximum coverage limits, and add-on policies. Cost and discounts. Our research team reviews auto insurance rate estimates generated by Quadrant Information Services for a variety of drivers in every state. Companies with lower prices and many car insurance discount opportunities receive the best scores. Customer service. We comb through customer reviews.